News in America this morning. Thanks for streaming with us.
This is Southern New England's trusted news source, Good Morning Providence.
Good morning, everybody. We are taking a live look outside this morning with our sky cam. A little wet out there. We'll check in with Chelsea for the full forecast coming up here in just a moment. But first, here's some of the top stories you'll see on Good Morning Providence. A major leak from inside the Supreme Court. The purported majority opinion that would overturn Roe v. Wade, the law of the land since the 1970s. Local and national reaction for you this morning.
Plus, gas prices back on the rise in southern New England. What's behind the spike and how you can get the best prices at the pump in our area.
And it is a key game 2 at home for the Celtics tonight. What the team is saying before meeting the Bucks at TD Garden. Morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Doreen Scanlon.
And I'm Casey Kantz. It's Tuesday, May 3rd. Let's get you a first check of that forecast. Welcome to meteorologist Chelsea Priest. A wet start to the day, Chelsea. Good morning.
Yeah, a little damp outside this morning, guys. Good morning to you. Good morning, everyone. We are looking at the end of any heavy rain happening already this morning, but there's some mist, there's some drizzle, there's some fog showing up early on to start the day on the Storm Tracker radar. Temperature-wise, we are sitting in the 40s range, and then as the day goes on, we're going to continue to see some clouds outside, damp conditions to start, but we'll see temperatures into the upper 50s under a mix of some sun popping through and some clouds. I'll have much more in just a few minutes. Doreen?
All right, Chelsea, thank you. And now this morning, we are tracking a Providence police and fire response on Quarry Street. ABC6 News crews on the scene just after 3:30 saw fire crews speaking with some of the nearby residents there. We have reached out to Providence Fire for more information. We'll update you just as soon as we hear back. And now to our top story this morning, that bombshell news from the United States Supreme Court, an apparent leak of a majority draft opinion indicating the court appears to be poised to overturn Roe v. Wade, the 1973 Supreme Court decision granting a constitutional right to an abortion in the U.S.
Yeah, news of that leak sending shockwaves across the country. It is driving demonstrators to gather outside the high court. ABC's Justin Finch in Washington this morning with the latest.
This morning, tensions high outside the U.S. Supreme Court following a leaked draft opinion in a case that could determine the future of Roe v. Wade and abortion rights across the country. The protests coming after the website Politico reporting it obtained documents from a person familiar with the court's proceedings. Those documents labeled a first draft of the opinion in a case challenging Mississippi's ban on abortion after 15 weeks. But in that draft, Justice Samuel Alito, the opinion's apparent author, writes Roe was egregiously wrong from the start.
It was circulated in the court as a first draft by Justice Alito in February, dated February 10th. So it is possible there have been some changes since then.
The draft opinion also citing Planned Parenthood versus Casey. The 1992 case affirmed Roe's finding of a constitutional right to abortion services. Justice Alito on the court's 6-3 conservative majority writing, "We hold that Roe and Casey must be overruled. It is time to heed the Constitution and return the issue of abortion to the people's elected representatives."
This ought to be a decision left to every American to make for themselves, not a decision that is limited, that is restricted, a freedom that is taken away by a Supreme Court.
Planned Parenthood tweeting, "Let's be clear, this is a draft opinion. It's outrageous, it's unprecedented, but it's not final. Abortion is your right and is still legal." But the anti-abortion rights group Susan B. Anthony list writing, "If the draft opinion made public tonight is the final opinion of the court, we wholeheartedly applaud the decision." The draft opinion leak comes as states nationwide have begun passing restrictive abortion measures. Many congressional Democrats now calling for Congress to pass legislation to protect abortion rights by codifying them into federal law. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
Reaction to the leaked document this morning. Members of the Rhode Island and Massachusetts congressional delegations expressing dismay at the draft ruling. But Rhode Island Governor Dan McKee saying there's nothing to worry about. Good morning, Providence reporter Dominique Turner joining us live in the newsroom with more. Hi, Dom.
Hi, Casey. Good morning, everyone. According to a leaked draft majority opinion, the Supreme Court could overturn Roe v. Wade, which protects women's rights to an abortion. The leaked draft written by Justice Samuel Alito would strike down Roe v. Wade. By overturning the ruling, there's no federal legal protection to have an abortion and gives a state the power to write an abortion bill into law. Here in Rhode Island in 2019, the Reproductive Privacy Act was signed by former Governor Gina Raimondo, stating women have the right to get an abortion even if Roe v. Wade were to be overturned. Governor Dan McKee reacting to the news Monday night saying, in quote, "Here in Rhode Island, we will always protect a woman's right to choose. We will not go backwards on reproductive rights." According to CNN, nearly half of the states in our country have or expected to pass laws that ban abortions, while others have put strict measures in place protecting the procedure. The opinion of the case is expected to be fully published in June, and a reversal of Roe v. Wade would lead to abortion policies up to individual states. For now in the newsroom, I'm Dominique Turner, ABC 6 News.
And we'll continue to follow that for you, Dom. Thank you. On Smith Hill today, the Senate Judiciary Committee will be talking policing. The committee will hear a bill that would amend the Law Enforcement Officers' Bill of Rights. Sponsors say it would bring better accountability in the disciplinary process for officers. It would rename the Officers' Bill of Rights to the Law Enforcement Officers Accountability Act. It would expand the hearing board to include less police presence and bring in outside members like a Roger Williams School of Law dean.
It is 5:06. Here's a live look outside this morning with our sky cam. A damp start. Chelsea's in the Weather Center with our forecast on the 6th. Hi, Chelsea.
Hey, Doreen. Good morning to you. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, damp conditions outside this morning. Some mist, some drizzle, and some fog in place to start the day. Temperatures in the upper 40s with a bit of a breeze coming in from the northeast, making us feel just a few degrees cooler. That breeze isn't stopping some fog from forming. You can see visibility is down to 2.5 miles in Newport, 3 miles in New Bedford, 2.5 miles in Taunton, 2.5 miles in Smithfield. So if you're in these locations, be prepared. You may have some thicker fog to start the day. Some visibility issues outside very early this morning. We will get into some minor improvements as the day progresses and eventually top out around 60 degrees later this afternoon. Still cooler than average for this time of year. There was some steady rain happening yesterday evening and overnight. At this point, though, that rain is continuing to lift to the northeast. You're going to see drying conditions as the morning progresses, and eventually you may even get a few pops of sun happening in the later part of the day today. Our sunset at 7:46 p.m. getting later and later. I'll have a look at your full week ahead forecast in just a few minutes. Let's get a check of the roads. Here's Alexa.
ABC 6 Traffic is sponsored by Green Valley Medical Clinic.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Taking a quick look at the roads in Providence before you head out the door on this Tuesday morning. No problems on 195. 95 is clear from the S-curves down to Atwells Ave. It's then delay-free after Route 10 down towards Route 37 in Cranston. Taking a look at our map now. If you're heading towards Massachusetts at this hour, 95 north, your commute time is 19 minutes. And over on 24, it is 16 minutes. Back to you guys.
All right, Alexa, thank you for that. 5:08 right now. Still to come this morning on Good Morning Providence. Amid low poll numbers, Governor McKee reversing course on attending the first gubernatorial debate. Plus, an update on the Fall River father accused of doing the unthinkable with his teenage daughter. You're watching Good Morning Providence on ABC 6. Stay with us.
Stay ahead of hurt in a car wreck, getting you all your money without. Stay ahead of whatever Mother Nature has in store for you. Turn to the ABC 6 Storm Trackers. Car wreck, getting you all your money without making you go to court is what we do. But if they won't pay up, we'll fight them here in the courtroom. I'm attorney Rob Levine, the heavy hitter. And around here, you matter.
Call 1-800-LAW-1222. And we're back. It's time to see which chew provides the longest lasting flea and tick protection.
Bravecto's the big winner. 12 weeks of powerful protection, nearly 3 times longer than any other chew.
Bravo, Bravecto. Bravo.
Cover girls, it's time to turn it up. Exhibitionist Stretch and Strengthen Mascara. It's an instant lash extension effect. The best mascara I have ever used. Exhibitionist Mascara from CoverGirl.
Cox Internet keeps you connected with plans starting at $29.99 a month for 12 months. Add panoramic Wi-Fi and get reliably fast whole home coverage. Get services the day you move in with Easy Connect included. And advanced security to help protect your devices from online threats. Just imagine what the power of our internet could do in your hands.
Did you get it? Got it.
See if you qualify for free internet through the FCC's Affordable Connectivity Program.
Everyone knows eating well and exercise are a big part of losing weight. WW's new program teaches you how to do it.
I still eat the foods I want to eat, and I have lost 69 pounds, James.
You're just changing your mindset and shifting your eating habits.
For me, WW is all about flexibility. There's no restrictions.
More knowing means more doing. Do it with WW. I'm reading your aura right now. It's telling me that WW works.
Start for $10 a month at WW.com. Offer ends May 9th.
Ready for a little GMA-ish promo? Okay, here we go. GMA 7A every day with Robin, George, and Michael. That's how you say Good Morning America. Like I said, GMA is my go-to.
Yep, bring your friends. Hurt in a car wreck, getting you all your money without making you go to court is what we do. But if they won't pay up, we'll fight them here in the courtroom. I'm attorney Rob Levine, the heavy hitter. And around here, you matter.
Call 1-800-LAW-1222.
Welcome back. It is 5:11 right now into an ABC 6 News follow-up. 9 people forced out of their homes by a fire in New Bedford Monday. It broke out on Belleville Road. Fire officials telling ABC 6 News it started on the 3rd floor, caused by smoking materials left out on the porch. No one was injured.
Freetown police releasing details of a road rage incident. Investigators say last Thursday, an Audi and GMC were in a road rage incident, slamming into each other, traveling on Ridge Hill Road and South Main Street in Freetown. The driver of that GMC, Jared Eaton, called police when a passenger in the other car allegedly flashed a gun. When police tracked down that Audi, they found a loaded handgun and a semi-automatic handgun on the passenger. Tyler Weigel was arrested for assault. The other driver, Zachary Gallant, was also charged.
One person taken to Rhode Island Hospital after a rollover crash in Plainville yesterday. According to police, this happened on 495 North near exit 36. The left lane there was closed while troopers worked the scene. We'll continue to bring you the latest updates on air and online as soon as we learn more.
In New Bedford, a dog had to be put down after being hit by a bullet over the weekend. This happened in the area of Elm and Chancery Streets around 9:30 Sunday night. When officers arrived, they found a person shot inside a home. A dog was also hit by a stray bullet and later had to be put down because of his injuries.
Well, amid low poll numbers, Governor McKee changing his mind about taking part in a forum this week for gubernatorial candidates. Last week, the governor's staff announced he was pulling out of the forum, being hosted by the Rhode Island Public Expenditure Council. But now, a spokesperson with RIPEC tells ABC 6 News the governor will be there after all. The other candidates, Democrats Matt Brown, Helena Foulkes, Nellie Gorbea, and Dr. Luis Daniel Munoz, as well as Republican Ashley Kalis. That forum is coming up on Thursday.
Families of the Sandy Hook victims agreeing to remove InfoWars as a defendant in their defamation lawsuit. The families say they want to end the quote charade surrounding InfoWars bankruptcy filing. The website's founder, Alex Jones, was recently found liable for damages after claiming the 2012 shooting in Newtown, Connecticut was a hoax. But when a business files for bankruptcy, all pending litigation against that company and its entities are suspended. The families are hoping that by removing the InfoWars name, their lawsuits against Jones can move forward.
The Supreme Court ruling the city of Boston violated the First Amendment rights of a group looking to raise a Christian flag outside of City Hall. The city has approved nearly 300 flag raisings over the years, but in 2017, the city denied a request to fly the Christian flag on Constitution Day. The High Court ruled the flagpoles are a public forum, not government speech, so the city can't discriminate based on a group's viewpoint.
Fall River man accused of impregnating his 14-year-old daughter went before a judge Monday morning in Massachusetts. That judge determining Roque Garcia Ortiz to be dangerous is held without bail. Garcia Ortiz was extradited to Massachusetts last week after police say the 50-year-old was attempting to flee to Puerto Rico after being caught in Georgia back on April 11th.
And voters in Foxborough choosing 2 school committee members yesterday. Rob Camfield and Brent Rutter, re-elected to the school committee. High-profile candidate, former Patriots great Matt Light, was not elected. Light said he was inspired to run because of all the COVID restrictions in schools. 2 weeks after the Warwick City Council approved term limits for the mayor and city councilors, they're taking a different approach when it comes to having long-term limits for school committee members.
I am generally opposed to arbitrarily imposed term limits because really the choice needs to be up to the voters.
The city council voted 5-4 against term limits for school committee members at this point. Several of the councilors mentioned that they would like to have more time so they can hear from voters on the issue.
And back to a story we told you about yesterday, a vote in Nantucket that could give you the freedom to go topless at the beach this summer, regardless of gender. It'll be back on the agenda when the town meeting continues tonight after it didn't get to all the articles yesterday. The resident who submitted the proposal said it's meant to promote equality for everyone, allowing any person to be topless on any private or public beach within the town. Right now, women face 3 years in prison and a $300 fine.
This past summer, I wanted to go topless on the beach to just lay out. And I realized I couldn't, and I looked around. I'm like, but there are men that have bigger breasts than I do. So why am I not able to be topless? There are other people that are trans. There are other people that maybe are self-conscious, or this plays so much into the insecurities that we can have around our bodies.
If the town approves the measure, it does not mean that change would happen right away. The Massachusetts Attorney General will have to approve it.
Well, it is 5:16 right now. Not much of a beach day out there today. Chels, quite the rainy start to our Tuesday. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Casey. Good morning to all of you. Yeah, not a good looking beach day out there. What we are looking at is a lot of clouds, some damp conditions very early this morning, and we're going to continue to see a lot of clouds around as the day progresses. You may get a little bit of sun trying to pop through this afternoon. Temperatures will top out in the upper 50s range, so still just shy of where we typically should be for this time of year. What you're looking at temperature-wise this morning, we are in the mid to upper 40s to start the day. It's 47 in Providence right now, 47 in Newport, 48 in Westerly, 46 for Block Island. The average low for this time of year, 45 degrees. So we're hovering right around there very early this morning. Average high is 65. We didn't quite make it there yesterday. We're not going to make it there today either or tomorrow, but then on Thursday, we'll jump way up above average. So something to look forward to there. Breeze is coming in out of the northeast about 5 to 15 miles per hour. So a little bit of a breeze this morning does tend to make you feel a bit cooler, and it keeps us a bit cool today. Highs again topping out in the upper 50s range. We head into tomorrow. We have rain moving back into the area. Temperatures will be in that 50s range once again, but then Thursday, low 70s, hanging on to 60s for Friday with clouds rolling back in. And then we hover a little bit cooler into our first full weekend of May as we head into the approaching weekend. What you're looking at on the satellite radar image right now is any steady rain from overnight continuing to lift to the northeast. There's mist, there's drizzle outside early this morning. There's some fog as well, but this area of rain is continuing to move away from us. And I do think we get into some improvements as the day progresses. Not a bright sunny sky, but some pops of sun into the afternoon. And that's ahead of our next batch of rain, which you can see that large low pressure system, and that'll be inching closer to us by early tomorrow morning. Hour by hour, a lot of clouds, mist, drizzle this morning. Into the afternoon, again, we're not getting into perfect sunshine, but you'll get into mostly cloudy conditions with some pops of sun at times. We head through the evening hours, clouds roll right back into the area, and by early tomorrow morning, there's clouds, there's fog, there's some showers moving back into southern New England. We deal with on and off rain throughout the day tomorrow, keeps us cooler, temperatures only in the mid 50s range, and then overnight Wednesday into early Thursday morning, that's when we clear out. Thursday, the best looking day on the 7-day forecast. You'll see mainly sunny conditions. And again, those highs making it to about 70 degrees for our inland spots. So it should be a nice warm day here in southern New England on Thursday. Today, hovering around 60 degrees, a damp start to the day. You'll get a little bit brighter into the afternoon. You'll certainly dry out a bit because this morning we are starting with that fog, the mist, the drizzle, but you'll see some pops of sun later today. Tonight will be overcast. You get fog. You get some showers moving back in by early on tomorrow morning. Temperatures staying in the mid to upper 40s. And then we see scattered rain throughout the day tomorrow. It'll be a cool day with highs in the mid to upper 50s. 7-day forecast shows Thursday, the day to look forward to, about 70 degrees. On Friday, we're mostly cloudy, still in the 60s. Some showers possible late in the day, especially into early on Saturday. A little bit cooler into the weekend. Into next week, it looks like we're back into the 60s. Casey?
Thursday looks good. Thank you, Chels. Appreciate that. The Providence Police Department getting 5 new bikes. Take a look. The bikes cost $1,600 each. They're equipped with lights, sirens, and storage bags. Providence Police telling us they need the bikes to accommodate their newest class of recruits. The department hopes this will help them patrol more areas of the capital city.
In years past, we had footmen in every district. Right now we have footmen downtown. So the foot posts can either walk a foot post or ride the bike. And they can mix and match depending on the weather, depending on the circumstances. So that's where they come in to good use.
And Colonel Clements telling ABC6 they plan to add 5 more bikes soon.
Well, gas prices in Rhode Island are going up yet again. They are now 9 cents higher than last week, averaging $4.18 a gallon. That is 4 cents higher than a month ago and $1.35 higher than this time last year. The state's average is just 1 cent lower than the national average. According to AAA, pump prices rising has to do with the cost of crude oil hovering around $100 a barrel. And ABC6 wants to help you pay less at the pump. You can find the lowest gas prices in your area on our Southern New England Gas Tracker. Just head to our website, abc6.com. You can find it under the Community tab.
It is 5:20 right now.
And still to come on Good Morning Providence, the Celtics back on their home court, down 1-0 to the Bucks in the series, but the team is staying ahead of the Game 2 matchup tonight at the Garden.
From Providence to Fall River to New Bedford, the ABC6 News team is in your community.
Plus, a local weather forecast that you can rely on.
Turn to ABC6 News at 6, Southern New England's trusted news source.
You Bet Your Life.
Get out of here.
No, you get out of here.
Alice loves the scent of Gain so much, she wished there was a way to make it last longer. Say hello to your fairy godmother, Alice, and long-lasting Gain scent beads. Try Spring Daydream, part of our irresistible scent collection.
It only takes a second for an everyday item to become dangerous. Tide Pods Child Guard Pack helps keep your laundry packs in a safe place and your child safer. To close, twist until it clicks. Tide Pods Child Guard Packaging.
Doctor will be in to see you shortly. Hi.
When you see things differently, you can be the difference. Capella University looks at education differently. Our FlexPath learning format lets you set deadlines and earn your nursing degree on your schedule. Make your difference with Capella University.
Time to get ready for summer. Turn it on. Hose it down. Fire it up. And don't forget to call Petro.
Petro?
That's right. At Petro Home Services, we promise to keep your AC system running at peak efficiency with a Sure Start AC tune-up. Our expert technicians will come when you call 24/7 in any emergency to keep your AC running smoothly. That's the Petro promise.
Call Petro for these special offers.
Milk with your cereal with Fairlife. It's more like cereal with your ultra-filtered milk with a creamy taste plus 50% more protein, 50% less sugar. Turn nutrition into nutrition. Fairlife ultra-filtered milk.
We trust people until they give us a reason not to.
How long you gotta know somebody before you trust them?
He was tracking my car, tracking my phone.
That's a lie. Found out she had a criminal record.
Every week, experience real cases that will have you asking,
He is a very dangerous man.
That's pure evil.
who do you believe? Series premiere tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Okay, now, I love me some GMA so much. Time for me to do, well, a little GMA-ish promo. Ready? GMA 7A every day. Boom, boom, boom. Bring your friends. Yes, now we're talking. That's how you start the day with Robin, George, Michael, and GMA. Starting sharp at 7A every day. So go on. Just say, Good Morning America. Like I said, GMA is my go-to.
Yep, bring your friends.
Now, when it matters most, the straightforward facts. ABC News is America's #1 news. Good Morning America, #1 in the morning, 9 years running. World News Tonight with David Muir, #1 in the evening with America's most watched newscast. 2020, the #1 news magazine on Friday nights. The View, the #1 daytime talk show. And ABC News Live, #1 in streaming news. ABC News is America's #1 news.
All right, counting down the hours to Game 2 between the Celtics and the Bucks. The C's getting a lot of praise after the Nets sweep, but were quickly hit with some reality against the Bucks in Game 1. The Bucks with a 101-89 Game 1 win, slowing down Boston's two best players in the process, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. But the C's are moving on, heading into Game 2 tonight at 7 o'clock at the Garden.
You know, he had some good looks from three, some wide open looks he got there.
And then attacking the basket, obviously, you didn't see many limitations as far as that. So he felt good coming out of the game. I think him and Jason struggling was more a product of what they did than, any fatigue or a rust or on his part, the hamstring.
Heading into game 2, we're going to be watching for Marcus Smart, who got banged up, shoulder injury, quad injury. Ime Udoka with an update Monday on the C's starting guard.
He got a pretty bad quad contusion. Got hit twice, I think, during the game, and he's a tough guy that's going to try to play through things, and we'll get him some treatment today and see how he feels tomorrow, but it'll be listed as questionable.
And don't worry, we did not forget about the Bruins, guys. Starting their Stanley Cup chase last night, the Bees on the road in Raleigh and a crowd ready to see the Hurricanes make a run. Carolina this season in 3 games against the Bruins outscored them 16-1. Not much different last night. Bruins dropped game 1 to the Hurricanes, 5-1 the final.
We made a few mistakes. They played to their strength, got the puck to the net, were willing to hang around the front of the net, got a tip, got a screen. They weren't these high-end tic-tac-toe plays. Some of it was on us to manage the puck better. They did a good job outside the dots most of the night on the walls. That's where we need to be better. That's where they were better than us.
All right, we'll tie those multiple games, right?
Yeah.
In these series. It is 5:26. Let's head over to Chelsea with another check of our forecast on the 6th. Hi there, Chelsea.
Hey, good morning, Dory. Good morning to all of you. A lot of clouds outside this morning, some mist, some drizzle, some fog to start the day. Certainly damp outside early this morning. Any rain and fog dries out pretty quickly as the morning progresses. Still a lot of clouds around through the morning. Into the afternoon, you'll get some sun popping through those clouds. I don't think we get into perfect sunshine, but a little bit brighter with temperatures hovering in the upper 50s to about 60 degrees. Now, overnight clouds roll back in, and by early tomorrow morning, we have another round of fog and some mist and some drizzle with scattered showers continuing through the day tomorrow. But once we get through tomorrow, we look ahead to Thursday, sunny with highs around 70. Let's get a check of the roads now. Here's Alexa.
ABC6 Traffic is sponsored by Green Valley Medical Clinic.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Taking a quick look at the roads in Providence at this hour before you head out the door for your morning commute. We have no problems on 195. 95 is clear from the S-curves all the way down to Atwells Ave. It's then delay-free after Route 10 down towards Route 37 in Cranston. As you can see, lots of green on our map at this hour. If you're heading towards Massachusetts to go to Boston this morning, 95 north, your commute time is 19 minutes. And over on 24, only 16 minutes. Very smooth ride this morning. Case, Doreen, back to you.
All right, Alexa, thank you. It is now 5:27.
And much more still to come this morning on Good Morning Providence, including following our top story, much more on the apparent leaked Supreme Court draft that suggests Roe v. Wade could be overturned this summer. What a local congressman is saying.
Plus, launching his re-election campaign for mayor. Details on how Pawtucket's mayor will make that announcement today. You're watching Good Morning Providence on ABC6. We'll be right back.
Car wreck, getting you all your money without making you go to court is what we do. But if they won't pay up, we'll fight them here in the courtroom. I'm attorney Rob Levine, the heavy hitter. And around here, you matter.
Call 1-800-LAW-1222.
Meow Mix Tasty Layers. Crunchy and meaty textures with a mouth-watering gravy coating. Meow Mix Tasty Layers. The only one cats ask for by name.
May the 4th be with you.
In a galaxy far, far away,
It's all-out war.
secrets come out to play.
Just tell me, please. She deserves to know the truth.
General Hospital on ABC.
People have been wondering,
what's that into Lindsay?
But it's really what Lindsay's gotten into, Planet Fitness. Join now for $1 down and only $10 a month.
Just $10 a month?
Cancel anytime.
That makes me so happy.
Want more happy? Enjoy tons of equipment in our clean and spacious clubs. Even blow off steam in our judgment-free zone. Get glowing and feel fit-tacular. For $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. But hurry, deal ends Tuesday, May 10th.
Taking control of your mornings with what makes you happy. McDonald's has options to make mornings happy every day.
Get a sausage McMuffin with egg or a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, 2 for $4.50.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Clamp it, grab it, almond, shake it, and collect it. Sort it, chop it, smooth it, blend it, almond milk it. That's what it is.
pay less for auto insurance, but the coverage and service let you down? You might suffer from Saver's Remorse. Avoid Saver's Remorse and switch to Amica. For superior coverage, award-winning service, affordable rates, and every possible discount. Together, we can put an end to Saver's Remorse. Because saving on auto insurance shouldn't mean sacrificing coverage and service. Amica Auto Insurance. Get your quote today.
Hurt in a car wreck, getting you all your money without making you go to court is what we do. But if they won't pay up, we'll fight them here in the courtroom. I'm attorney Rob Levine, the heavy hitter. And around here, you matter.
Call 1-800-LAW-1222.
This is Southern New England's trusted news source, Good Morning Providence.
All right, welcome back on this Tuesday. I'm Casey Cantz.
And I'm Doreen Scanlon. Let's get you right over to Chelsea with more on that forecast as we plan for the day ahead. We are off to a damp start here, Chelsea.
Yeah, some mist, some drizzle, some fog outside this morning. Yesterday, we were the ones that just got that little bit of sun before the clouds started to roll in. So a little bit of a trade-off because I do think we get a bit brighter later this afternoon. I don't think we get into full sunshine, but you'll dry out and you'll get some sun popping through. Those temperatures this morning, not too bad in the mid to upper 40s to start the day. You'll have a lot of clouds around, some mist and drizzle for your morning drive in. Into the afternoon, you'll see some sunshine with temperatures in the mid to upper 50s range, but still a lot of clouds around today. Rain moves back in tomorrow. I'll let you know when we get back to full sunshine in just a few minutes.
All right, Chelsea, thanks for that. I want to get back to our top story now. An apparent leak of a majority draft opinion indicating the court appears poised to overturn Roe versus Wade, the 1973 Supreme Court decision granting the constitutional right to an abortion in the U.S. Now, those who follow the Supreme Court say the leak of a draft opinion of this magnitude is in itself remarkable and caution it's not the final word yet. Still, those for and against abortion rights see this as a major flashpoint in the Roe v. Wade debate, and demonstrations have already begun at the Supreme Court.
It was circulated in the court as a first draft by Justice Alito in February, dated February 10th. So it is possible there have been some changes since then.
This ought to be a decision left to every American to make for themselves, not a decision that is limited, that is restricted, a freedom that is taken away by a Supreme Court.
Many congressional Democrats now calling for Congress to pass legislation to protect abortion rights by codifying them into federal law. And we are also this morning hearing local reaction to this leaked document.
Members of the Rhode Island and the Massachusetts congressional delegations expressing dismay at this draft ruling. But Rhode Island Governor Dan McKee is saying there's nothing to be worried about. Good Morning Providence reporter Dominique Turner is live for us in the newsroom with more on this. Dom, good morning.
Good morning. According to a leaked draft majority opinion, the Supreme Court could overturn Roe v. Wade, which protects women's rights to an abortion. The leaked draft, written by Justice Samuel Alito, would strike down Roe v. Wade, and by overturning that ruling, there's no federal legal protection to have an abortion, and it gives a state the power to write an abortion bill into law. Here in Rhode Island, the Reproductive Privacy Act was signed in 2019 by former Governor Gina Raimondo, stating women have the right to get an abortion even if Roe v. Wade were to be overturned. Congressman David Cicilline reacting to the news, tweeting in part, quote, "Abortion rights are under attack, but abortion is still constitutionally protected. To preserve this right, the Senate needs to pass the Women's Health Protection Act now." And Congressman Langevin saying in part, quote, "If this reported leak is in fact accurate, it represents the most severe rollback of women's rights in this country's history." And according to CNN, nearly half of the states in our country have or are expected to pass laws that ban abortions, while others have put in strict measures to protect the procedure. And the opinion of the case is not expected to be fully published until June, and a reversal of Roe v. Wade would leave abortion policies up to the individual states. For now, live in the newsroom, I'm Dominique Turner, ABC 6 News.
All right, Dom, thank you. And it is 5:34 now, checking some of today's headlines. Pawtucket Mayor Don Grebbian will launch his re-election campaign today. The mayor will be at 390 Pine Street to make the announcement. That's at Shree. The mayor saying in a tweet, quote, "It has been my privilege to serve this community, and I look forward to continuing to make it a great place to live and work." The campaign launch event is at 6 o'clock.
Massachusetts 4th District Congressman Jake Auchincloss is touting progress on the South Coast Rail. Congressman Auchincloss tweeting yesterday, "I just finished touring future stations on the South Coast Rail. Electrifying commuter rail in Massachusetts is a critical component of the transition to a clean energy economy. The congressman says he's working on getting funding for the project via the infrastructure law. New stations expected in Fall River, New Bedford, and Taunton. We are nearing 5:36 on your Tuesday morning. Here's a live look outside. You see we are dealing with a little bit of rain out there this morning. A damp start to this Tuesday. Meteorologist Chelsea Priest here with a check of our forecast on the 6th. Hi, Chelsea.
Hey, Casey. Good morning to you. Good morning, everyone. A lot of clouds outside this morning. Mist, drizzle, fog, all happening to start the day. We're sitting in the mid to upper 40s right now, so a relatively mild morning. But that breeze is coming in out of the north-northeast, making us feel a bit cooler. There's some areas of fog outside early this morning. 3-mile visibility in Newport, New Bedford, Taunton, and Smithfield. Some of us doing just fine. Killingly, Westerly, Block Island already seeing completely clear conditions early on to start the day in terms of visibility. So it really is dependent on where you are. Satellite radar image shows you any of the steadier showers lifting to the northeast. We did have some pockets of steady rain coming down yesterday evening and overnight. At this point, though, that steady rain continues to lift northeast of us, and we end up with slowly improving conditions as the day goes on. Now, I don't think we get into full sunshine later today, but I do think you'll get pops of sunshine, kind of a blend of sun and clouds late this afternoon. You're noticing here in your hour-by-hour forecast around 2, 3 o'clock. You'll see temperatures in the upper 50s with some sun coming through those clouds. We have more rain building back in tomorrow. I'll have a full look at your 7-day in just a few minutes. Let's get a check of the roads first. Here's Alexa.
ABC6 Traffic is sponsored by Green Valley Medical Clinic.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Let's take a look at the roads in Providence before you head out the door on this Tuesday morning. You are now taking a live look at our Skycam at 95. This is Thurber's Ave. There's a lot of good movement this morning, not too much traffic to worry about at this hour. Now let's take a look at other parts of the state. If we're looking at our map here, heading towards Massachusetts, 95 north, your commute time is 19 minutes. And over on 24, it is 17 minutes. Kay, Doreen, back to you.
All right, Alexa, thank you. Well, a first-of-its-kind launch that is out of this world. California startup company Rocket Lab has successfully used a helicopter to catch a falling rocket in mid-air. It then ended up in the ocean off New Zealand. The company is hoping to launch satellites into space faster and cheaper than its competitors. Although the helicopter didn't hold on to the rocket, the startup still considers the catch a monumental step forward.
Let's see, how does that even happen?
I'd say that's pretty amazing.
That's pretty out of this world.
There you go.
That's crazy. That is crazy. I've never even heard of that.
Really cool. We'll see where that goes. It is 5:37.
Still to come this morning on Good Morning Providence. Phil in duty, the host you will see tonight, in Jimmy Kimmel's chair after Jimmy tested positive for coronavirus.
And the Met Gala returned to its place on the first Monday in May. After years of pandemic upheaval, we'll have all the highlights from the red carpet. It did not disappoint. You are watching Good Morning Providence on ABC6. We'll be right back.
At Bristol County Savings Bank, we take great pride in providing small businesses with innovative financial solutions to fit their unique needs. Our experienced lending team is ready to work closely with you to develop customized financing for your business.
My name is Janelle Ciano and I'm the owner of Emma Marie's Grooming and Daycare. I chose Bristol County Savings Bank for my financial needs because I was a young entrepreneur and they saw my vision. At the time that I opened my business, the pet service industry wasn't being taken seriously. Bristol County Savings Bank stepped up and gave me the financing that I needed to make my dreams a reality. Bristol County is more than a bank. They have a team of the most caring people that are rooting for you every step of the way. They make banking easy and they care about you and your business.
If you're looking for a community bank that will be responsive to your needs and help your business grow, look no further than Bristol County Savings Bank. Stop into one of our branch offices or visit bristolcountysavings.com.
Who do you think you are? Canceling plans? Commanding a room? Being your own biggest fan? Who said you could do that? Say no to settling. No to compromising. Yes to getting all of the above. Who? No, really. Tell us. Who do you think you are? You're you. And TJ Maxx is where you can afford to be you to the max.
On any weekend, workday,
or wedding day, healthy-looking skin feels amazing. Eucerin Advanced Repair has more than ceramides. It has natural moisturizing factors, locking in moisture for 48 hours. Eucerin, healthy-looking skin every day.
Blackbeard just finished plundering and there was treasure all over the deck. He tripped over some jewels and is like, yo, we gotta get organized. I told you we're gonna be filthy rich, not rich and filthy. So they deep cleaned the ship and that was the first spring cleaning. We may not know how it started, but Stanley Steamer knows how to get it done. Schedule your cleaning today.
Now that everybody's inside, we finally get to go outside.
No surprise, there isn't any traffic out there today. Remember to stay safe.
Did you see that?
See what?
Look, another one! Just like Bigfoot sightings, accidents can happen at any time.
So if you've been injured in an accident, call 1-800-SPARKS-LAW.
We are back now at 5:40 with some entertainment news this morning, and the very funny Mike Birbiglia will fill in for late-night host Jimmy Kimmel starting tonight. After Jimmy revealed he has COVID-19, Kimmel took to Twitter to announce his diagnosis and Birbiglia's role as guest host. He wrote, he and his family are feeling fine, and he is double-vaxxed and boosted. Jimmy Kimmel Live is taped in Los Angeles County, where COVID-19 cases have increased recently. However, COVID hospitalizations in LA County have remained flat.
Well, last night was a night of gilded glamour in the Big Apple, the ultimate intersection of celebrity and fashion.
You were excited for this, weren't you?
Yeah, it's always fun to see.
Yeah, it all played out on the most iconic of all iconic red carpets. Here's ABC's Will Gans.
The glitz, the pitch-perfect fashion, the what am I even looking at moments, all can only mean one thing. The Met Gala is back, baby. This year's theme with an emphasis on gilded glamour, putting American fashion in the spotlight. Blake Lively, one of this year's hosts, undergoing a show-stopping transformation on the carpet. Her gown going from copper to an aqua green, a reference to the Statue of Liberty's patina. And from one American icon to another, Marilyn Monroe back in the spotlight thanks to Kim Kardashian. The Met Gala mainstay wearing the infamous dress Marilyn wore to President John F. Kennedy's birthday party in 1962 when she sang him happy birthday.
I tried it on and it didn't fit me. And so I looked at them and I said, give me like 3 weeks. And I had to lose 16 pounds down today to be able to fit this.
Sarah Jessica Parker paying fashion tribute to Elizabeth Hobbs Keckley, who was the first black fashion designer employed at the White House and the eventual dressmaker for Mary Todd Lincoln. Alicia Keys also embracing the theme with the New York City skyline on her cape, made by Ralph Lauren. So many stars going for gold on the red carpet this year. From Megan Thee Stallion in Moschino to Billie Eilish in Gucci, and holy hot hats, SZA. Nicki Minaj and Kendall Jenner wearing high fashion baseball caps. Erykah Badu wearing this high-flying hat. And Cynthia Erivo's headscarf is a nod to the women in Louisiana during New York's Gilded Age, often ignored in America's lexicon of fashion. And while hats and headpieces certainly made for popular accessories this year, so did plus ones. Kim K walking the carpet with her new boo Pete Davidson, Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker too, plus Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner. And then Jared Leto showing up alongside another Jared Leto? Will Gans, ABC News, New York.
All right, switching gears now at 5:43, we're going to check in on the crisis in Ukraine. New concern that Vladimir Putin may officially declare war next week. The announcement could allow him to send more troops to the front lines.
Yeah, meanwhile, we're getting a new view of what it is like to live underground for weeks in the war zone. ABC's Justin Finch has the latest.
Today, President Biden visits a Lockheed Martin facility in Alabama that produces Javelin anti-tank missiles. The U.S. has sent more than 5,500 of them to Ukraine, a crucial weapon in the war effort. The president pushing Congress to pass his $33 billion aid package for Ukraine. Republicans now signaling they may be ready to support the plan as long as Democrats hold off adding other provisions, such as COVID funding. Meanwhile, in Ukraine, that steel plant in Mariupol, where potentially hundreds of people remain trapped under bombardment by the Russians. Some were able to evacuate Sunday, but those evacuations were halted yesterday. but the Ukrainians with some victories of their own, saying a drone took out these Russian patrol boats, and now Ukraine is reporting some territorial gains near Kharkiv. Officials now bracing for an announcement from Vladimir Putin next Monday, May 9th, a Russian holiday commemorating the victory over Nazi Germany. There are fears Putin could use that holiday to officially declare war on Ukraine, a term Moscow has not used thus far. It would allow Putin to send more conscripts to the front lines, where a U.S. official describes Russian progress as anemic. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov also igniting outrage Monday, claiming Adolf Hitler was part Jewish. An attempt to justify Russia's false claim that it's fighting to denazify Ukraine, even though Ukraine's president is Jewish. The State Department said Lavrov's comments prove there's no floor when it comes to how low the Kremlin will go. Israel calling those comments unforgivable. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
I wanted to show you this morning, too. A couple in Ukraine tying the knot in the war zone. Oksana and Victor were returning home in Ukraine back in March when an explosion nearly took Oksana's life. She had to undergo 4 operations at once. She lost both her legs and 4 fingers. The couple's been together for 6 years. They decided they did not want to wait any longer. They got married at a local hospital there, and the couple saying life should not be postponed. Boy, that is special. That is special. Everything going on there, too. That's very, very special. 5:46 right now. Live look outside. Traffic moving smoothly out there. You see on 95 this morning with our ABC6 Sky Cam, dodging maybe a few raindrops here or there. Some mist at least. Chelsea, good morning.
Good morning, Casey. Good morning to all of you. Yeah, the heaviest of rain from yesterday evening and overnight now pushing away from us. We have some spotty sprinkles, some mist outside this morning, and some fog to start the day. That being said, we're going to see some gradual improvements as the day goes on. Certainly overcast this morning, looking from our Preserve Club camera in Richmond. A damp start, but I do think we'll get some pops of sunshine as we head through the later part of the day today. Temperature-wise, mid to upper 40s early this morning, 47 in Providence, 47 in Newport, 48 in the westerly area, 46 for Block Island, all hovering around that average low, which is 45 for this time of year. Now the average high is 65. So when we look at our first few days of May, on Sunday, we had a nice mild day. Now yesterday, we didn't quite make it to 60 degrees. And today we hover around 60 degrees. Same thing tomorrow, a little bit cooler. So a cool few days to kick off this work week. But by Thursday's the day we're going to look forward to. Close to 70. Breeze today is coming in out of the northeast, about 10 to 15 miles per hour early this morning. We're going to continue to stay a bit breezy as the day goes on, mainly out of the northeast, with some clouds this morning and not full sunshine. Temperatures today do stay slightly cooler than average, topping out around 60 degrees. Tomorrow, rain moves back in. We have overcast conditions, scattered showers. Temperatures will top out in the 50s. But again, Thursday's that day where temperatures will be around 70 degrees. The rest of the 7-day forecast a bit cooler. Thursday comes with sunshine, warm temperatures. If you can get outside Thursday, do so. Satellite radar image early this morning shows you a steady rain moving through the eastern Mass coastline, continuing to kind of hover just offshore early this morning. What we're looking at as the day goes on is drying conditions, and again, eventually a little bit of sun popping through. Much wider view shows you that we do have an area of clear sky just down to our southwest, and this will gradually be slowly trying to move in. But we also have that northeasterly breeze, and just to the northeast of us is the rain and the clouds. So we don't quite get into full sunshine this afternoon, but you will get a bit brighter. And that's ahead of our next system that comes through. Again, there's rain back in the forecast for tomorrow. So hour by hour, overcast conditions this morning. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you're seeing some sun trying to pop through, breeze out of the northeast. We head through tonight. This evening looks mostly cloudy and dry, but by early tomorrow morning, those clouds are back in place. There's fog, there's mist, there's scattered showers to start the day. Tomorrow, once again, not a washout, but we have some rain moving through at times, on and off, really through the majority of the daytime tomorrow into tomorrow evening. This is 9 o'clock tomorrow. There's still some scattered showers outside, but then we clear out pretty quickly. And by Thursday, we're into full sunshine. We're into temperatures that warm up very, very nicely. Upper 50s today. It's a damp start to the day. We're mostly cloudy, but you will get some pops of sunshine into the afternoon and evening. We're overcast this evening, and especially overnight, those clouds really thicken back up. You'll get some fog developing, and by early tomorrow morning, showers are back in the forecast. Temps in the mid to upper 40s. Tomorrow, scattered rain. Again, I don't think it's a complete washout day. I don't think it's a soaking rain, but it'll be damp really on and off throughout much of the day. Temperatures in the mid to upper 50s. 7-day forecast shows upper 50s for today and tomorrow. The good news is even with these cooler than average afternoon highs, the overnight lows are staying in the mid to upper 40s. So mild overnight temperatures. Scattered showers tomorrow. On Thursday, you're looking at full sunshine. Temperatures around 70 degrees. Mid 60s into Friday with some clouds.
Seems like we have that one day every week we go, we're going to circle that.
I know.
Thursday is this
right?
week.
I feel like
Thursday
that's springtime in
That's
southern
easy.
New England, right? Thursday's an easy standout there.
Yeah, looks great. Thank you, Chelsea.
Thanks.
Well, no more COVID-related Airbnb refunds. Coming up, we have details you need to know before your trip next in Tech Bites.
And coming up at 7 o'clock on GMA, it has been 29 years since Sheryl Crow first made us all wanna sing along to her songs. Well, the 9-time Grammy winner now reflecting on her career in a new documentary, and she'll be live in Times Square to talk all about that. All of that plus a recap of the Met Gala coming up on GMA at 7 o'clock.
Stay ahead of whatever Mother Nature has in store for you. Turn to the ABC6 Storm Tracker.
Complete coverage of breaking news.
And for the biggest local stories of the day.
Turn to ABC6 News at 6.
From Providence to Fall River to New Bedford, the ABC6 News team is in your community.
Plus a local weather forecast that you can rely on.
Turn to ABC6 News at 6, Southern New England's trusted news source.
Stay ahead of whatever Mother Nature has in store for you. Turn to the ABC6 Storm Trackers.
Can't get much for $5 these days, unless...
Is that a real song?
I think she liked it.
Your choice of sandwich plus all this for just $5 is worth celebrating. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Piggy Bag.
Every day. Every day.
Injured in a car wreck? Lots of attorneys will ask to help you, but not all lawyers are the same. I'm attorney Rob Levine. No other law firm has over 1,000 5-star reviews. They testify to our results. We win cases and exceed your expectations. Our size, experience, and my determination to excel for you is the difference between us and any other law firm. There's only one Rob Levine and Associates. Car wreck? Get the heavy hitter.
Call 1-800-LAW-1222.
Cox keeps you connected with reliably fast panoramic Wi-Fi, giving you whole home coverage. Get services the day you move in with Easy Connect included, and advanced security to help protect your devices from online threats. Just imagine what the power of our internet could do in your hands.
Did you get it? Got it.
See if you qualify for free internet through the FCC's Affordable Connectivity Program.
Somerset Liquors, quality spirits priced right. For the largest selection of beer and wine, and all types of liquor coming anytime. Our staff is helpful and our prices are great, so stop in and let us help you celebrate. Somerset Liquors, quality spirits priced right.
You want to double your money? I'm all in. Came to win, Jay.
You bet your life.
You got $5,000. There you go.
Weeknights at 7 p.m. on ABC6.
Welcome back. It is 5:53 with a story about a wheelchair basketball player giving it her best shot. Sierra Garcia recently traveling from New York City to Colorado Springs to try out for Team USA.
Wow, ABC's Rena Roy sat down with the star athlete to talk about her journey so far and where she's headed. Take a look.
Sierra Garcia is full of smiles with a basketball in hand.
This one was it? It didn't.
And she's a natural on the court.
It's like this moment of serenity where everything just makes sense for 40 minutes.
You wouldn't think she initially wanted nothing to do with this.
I know at first you were a little bit hesitant, right?
I wasn't a little hesitant. I was a lot hesitant.
That's because Garcia started out playing able-bodied basketball. But at age 17, she realized it was no longer possible. 10 years before, she was diagnosed with a rare degenerative hip disease called leg calvé-Perthes, and it was advancing.
And then it was like, yeah, college level, I'm not going to be able to do it. My body's not going to do it. And I was ready to just stop playing.
Until Garcia's mother pushed her to try wheelchair basketball in Puerto Rico in 2014. She fell in love after her first practice. Now the 26-year-old Queens College student is part of the brand new team at the City University of New York, which just wrapped their first season ever.
What they've done is they've laid a foundation for, the disabled community and the university for something to be proud of.
The CUNY wheelchair team is one of 16 intercollegiate programs across the country. The hope is to see even more opportunities for more disabled athletes coast to coast.
The power of sports, right, to unite people and allow people to grow and show who they are. Now we're just making sure that everybody has that opportunity.
The National Wheelchair Basketball Association has a Find a Team tool on nwba.org where you can search for youth and adult teams in your area. And the possibilities don't end there. The sport is played at the highest level, the Paralympics. Garcia recently became the first CUNY athlete of any sport to try out for Team USA.
Wait, is that really me? Is this really happening?
And while she didn't make it this time around, you plan to try out for Team USA again?
Oh yeah, definitely. That's still in the cards. I'm not giving up on that yet.
And her advice for anyone out there who's feeling a little unsure?
Fear could be your worst enemy. Give it a shot and then go from there.
Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
So good,
Yes,
too.
she's impressive.
She's great. She'll be back.
Wow,
She will be.
no doubt.
Good
no
luck
doubt.
to see her.
Yeah. Well, Airbnb is ending its refund policy for cancellations due to COVID-19.
ABC's Mona Kozar Abdi has those details in today's Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, get ready to say goodbye to COVID refunds on Airbnb. As of May 31st, customers will no longer be able to get their money back if they cancel for virus-related reasons. The policy has been in place since March of 2020. Google is rolling out some new travel-related updates. There's a new tool that lets users track flight prices between two cities for up to 6 months. There's also detailed information about places to stay within certain driving distances. You just need an address or a landmark to get started. And finally, Apple Music is now available on the Roku platform. Apple Music subscribers can now access the app on any Roku device, including streaming, TVs, and speakers and soundbars. The move could help Apple find new subscribers, maybe even sway some away from Spotify. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
All right, it is 5:56. Before you head out the door, we want to get another look at the roads. Here's Alexis Sarowick.
Good morning, Doreen. Good morning to all of you. Happy Tuesday. Let's get a quick check of the roads in Providence before you head out for your morning commute. There are no problems on 195. 95 is clear from the S-curves down to Atwells Ave. It's then delay-free after Route 10 down towards Route 37 in Cranston. As you can see on our map here, lots of green, nothing to worry about at this hour. If you're heading towards Boston 95 North, your commute time is 21 minutes. And over on 24, only 17 minutes. Let's get a check of the weather. Chels, over to you.
Thanks, Alexa. We're looking at clouds and fog and mist outside this morning. Temps in the mid to upper 40s to start the day. There is some visibility concerns, especially here in Providence, 1.5 mile visibility, 2.5 mile visibility in Smithfield. As the day goes on, we'll get a little bit brighter into the afternoon. Temperatures in the upper 50s.